Okay, so let's just say this. All right. So this is part two. And it's just very interesting to me. I don't think the 7-5 in Brooklyn, I don't think that they wear body cams, and they absolutely should. Especially their plainclothes officers. Nevertheless. Um, Professionalism. It's all about professionalism. And to be honest, any cursing or anything like that, that's not appropriate, okay? I understand that, like, on one hand they're trying to be cool, but no, no, it really shouldn't be working that way. But let's continue. So basically, what ends up happening, which you'll see, because this kind of drags this video. The dudes come downstairs, whatever, whatever. First of all, I'm like, Big Loach, is that you? Is that you in the background? But nah, I don't know. It's just a big dude. One looks big, and then there's one outside that looks kind of big too. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm trying to think of what else was in here. Somebody was goofy enough to leave their White Claw, a bag full of White Claws. That had to be a girl. A bag, maybe not though. A bag full of White Claw outside, and are they throwing these cans down? My whole thing is like, is Popo sincerely throwing down the White Claw cans in the front yard? It's just so bogus. What else happens here? Because I don't want to interrupt the video once I start again. Well, let's just get into it. Okay, let's move forward. All right, I'll be back. Also, pay attention to when he walks back across that bedroom window in the front. There's no bed in there. I think there's like a set of golf clubs or something, which is strange. I mean, then, one might have to think about when Dylan moved in, blase squaze. So let's continue.
Ran away? They're not going to come back? Do you think I'm going to leave?
Wait, I'm at the wrong part. All right, I think I stopped like around here.
Probably headed this direction, yeah. Yes, please just go call someone. Thank you. All right. Well, they told me they just lived across the street, so that means they're Sigma Chi. They're Sigma Chi. He pointed right at it. That was not smart. And don't tell me this isn't a fucking off-campus. I like it when they abandon their shit.
And I really don't understand why. I'm not really following why they took the initiative to start tossing people's beverages, because at least on camera, we don't see where he ever asked them for identification. And you hear how bold the police officer is. So just imagine, this is with somebody, well, I'm not even going to say that, but, they're not always as cool with all types of people. You get what I'm saying? And he was still out of pocket for what he just said. That when people do X, Y, and Z, they basically do the most. That's basically what the cop is saying. My whole thing is, you're supposed to always be you're supposed to be acting in a professional manner. right? So just imagine, and this is with the body cam on.
This is abandoned property, so we're dumping it. But they're gonna leave their alcohol when they see us and run away. They abandon it. And now we're here. I don't know how the fuck people drink this anyway. Live music, party. Never had one, never will. No one can be a fan of White Claw with you. Coming for alcohol. What's your drinking choice? Mine? I don't drink. Good on you. I wish I did. I did when I was in college. I drank like a son of a bitch. Don't get me wrong. If I can, I would like to. I remember what it's like being a college kid. Yeah, I'm going to take that as Gatorade. This is someone to assume is not. I don't assume that's Gatorade. It could be, though. Maybe. How do you spell it, Maddie? Looks like vodka. Yeah, I'm thinking so. What's your middle name, Maddie? Alright. M-O-G-E-N? I'm sure. I don't know. You can leave it there. I'm sure whoever staffed it will come grab it. I'm sure they're going to come back and be very upset. Yeah. Put all my shit. Yeah.
So I'll say this, we get warnings. Before things really pop off, we do get warnings. And, initially, this was just a party house. But let's talk about a couple of the issues here. For one, Bethany comes to the door. You already know what time it is. If nobody else was there, Bethany lives there, right? We can all, or most of us could say, yeah, from what we understand, Bethany actually resided there. She's on the lease, correct? So, boom. So you have that. All right. So then we don't see anybody else. The mad dudes in the house. The girls were probably upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me wonder, so were they underage? I mean, all things considered, like I said in the previous video, you do not have to open that door. Eventually, they would have got tired and they would have left. Okay? Also, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful that you have people living around you, like regular people living around you, or you have neighbors or whatever. I see that the police are often called, what it looks like, to somewhere actually on campus because people are not respecting that. Not everybody's a party animal. Some people have to get up in the morning and go to class. You know what I'm saying? So, just be more mindful and respectful of others because you never know what's going to push somebody over the edge, right? So months later, you're talking September, October, November. We're talking about 60 days later. Okay? 73 days later, something like that. There's a tragedy there. So the guys, of course, it seems as though they're just making stuff up to the police. They must have been the ones that were over 8, that were old enough to drink. So they came to the door. And then you see how they kind of switched it up when they got to the door about who lived there, who didn't, what have you. But those girls, the first 2 girls on the intro that were leaving the crib, I believe they really don't know who lives there. And that's a catastrophe too, all in of itself. But so there was that. I don't think there was too much more I wanted to say about this video. I just think it's interesting how quick Bethany, Miss Funk, how quick she was ready to lie. Now, granted, I'm not about giving my information either, so I get it. And that was probably the best move for whatever her condition was at that time. But nevertheless, that is all. Just wanted to share this with you guys. And follow this dude who made the video. Let me see what his name is again. True Crime Rocket Science, all right? Video.